Panther Nation, Rockstar Gang, what up, what up, what up? Hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section as we go through this game film today. I've got the game film pulled up, so definitely give me a second here. Dude, I have too much stuff open right now. That's probably the reason why I'm lagging. I can see that I'm lagging. Give me 1 second. I'm going to close some of these things out. I got too much stuff open. Okay. Hold on. Exit out of that. And then let's pull up this. Okay, we got the game film sesh, guys. Game film sesh. We're going to do the whole thing. All right. Excuse me. And we're going to do the speed. We'll slow it down because I want to see. I want to see every last angle of this thing. Oh, by the way, check it out, guys. We got a stream deck. We got an Elgato stream deck. So I'm definitely working that out right now. And then that's how we're going to be able to, with this little device here, I'm going to be able to stream that Madden content that we were talking about. So, guys, as you're coming in, make sure you pound the like button, get in the comment section. Love to hear y'all's thoughts as we go throughout this game film session. As we go throughout this game film session, I'm going to be making a checklist. Basically, notching down a couple things here on whose fault it is. So we're going to go Bryce. We're making a nice little tally sheet here. Offensive line. And this is mainly just for the offense because we're going to do this again because I want to tally down how many issues, what was the issue on this play, on these plays. All right. So, guys, go ahead and get in the comment section. If you're just joining in, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to break this down. Oh. And let's get a little ambiance going here. A little ambiance going here. Ah, shoot. Hear me? It's an issue. Not anymore. Let's see if you can hear me now. But you can't hear me now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Much better. All right, guys. So make sure you pound the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Get in the comment section. Love to hear y'all's thoughts as we go throughout this game film session. And let's get started. Again, I'm tallying down who's the issue on these plays. Let's skip ahead here. Let's watch the defense, though. All right, so we got shotgun formation. It's just a quick RPO play. And look at DiCaprio Booty just pissed down his leg on that one. Just absolutely just pissed down his leg. That's a missed tackle if I've ever seen one. I mean, thank God for Frankie Louvu on that play. And even Frankie Louvu said it. No, this is great defense. Oh, that honestly could have been intercepted. Watch the pressure come right here. I mean, look at Brown and Burns right there on that side. Just those two alone should be racking up on defense. And then there's nice pressure there from Troy Hill. Oh. What up, Marcos? A lot of pre-snap motion on this play. All right, so he throws it across. Xavier comes down for the check down, misses that tackle, and then Louvu gets thrown off. But at least Louvu made the play. He's dapping up Frank Wright there. That's probably the most I've seen them interact, honestly. From this angle. No pressure, man. No pressure. That right tackle is holding up. I mean, is absolutely was made Brian Burns look easy. But that's a fourth down stop. Or third down stop, I mean. So you forced the punt. So it was a good defensive drive there by the Panthers on that. All right, let's see this offense now. Oh, man. All right, so we got shotgun formation. Hold on. Bring it back. Let's break this down, guys. Let me know if the music's bothering you guys. Guys, as you're coming in, make sure you pound the like button. Get in the comment section, all right? Guys, make sure you pound the like button. Get in the comment section. Love to hear y'all's thoughts as we go throughout this, okay? If you're watching on Twitter, come on to the YouTube side. Come on over to the YouTube side. Why did Indy release Darius Leonard? I have no idea. It could be a cap space thing, maybe. He might be eating up some dead cap. I'd love for him to come here. But yeah, what's the point when a team could be going 0-17, 1-17? All right, so we got 2 high, 1 low, shotgun. I mean, pressure from Corbett let 97. I can't tell who 97 is. I mean, Corbett got burned on that play. Watch Corbett here. So that's 1 for the offensive line. I mean, this is the reason why we didn't move drive the ball there. So that's 1 for offensive line. Look at Corbett. I mean, what's Moton supposed to do? He's the one covering Parsons. I mean, that's on Austin Corbett. I mean, how is Bryce supposed to be able to process anything when he has no time to throw? So that's on Corbett. All right, we got single back set here. 1 high. Well, you got Ian Thomas down there, tight end position. It's just basically an inside run. You get maybe a solid 5 yards. Margot Cash. I know, man. I'd love for Darius Leonard to come here too, brother. But What's the point? Is the question? What's the point? All right, so now we got 3 low, 1 high. Shotgun formation. He's in gun. He takes 1 step, 2 step, 2-step drop, gets rid of it, throws it to Thielen. Thielen makes a catch. It's just a quick slant over the middle. There's nothing wrong with this play. Let's just see. I'm just looking at the protection that he's got when I'm watching this game film right now. I mean, that's the best protection I've seen. Honestly, we're watching this now. That's the best protection I've seen. So you got 2 high, 1 low. You got a tight end beside Icky. Shotgun formation. It's just an inside zone run with Chuba. Chuba makes the nice move, finds a nice hole, and it's just a great run play, a great run by Chuba, finding the gap and making the move over. Good run protection to open up that run lane, shifting the defensive line to the left-hand side, and then open up that right lane. Yep, that's just good, and that was just a nice move by Chuba. Very nice. So you got Mingo down at the bottom. You got 2 high, still in gun. Chuba in the backfield, just try to run an outside run here. Corbett kind of missed a block on that play, but he was trying to push forward, I think, on that play. But not a bad play. A decent run still out of it. Still got 5-6 yards out of that. But honestly, in this game, I want to know why they ran away from the run so early. I don't think we were down to the point where we needed to just try to throw the ball every play, really, until the 4th quarter. I think sometimes this coaching staff or Frank might panic. So we've got 5 wide here, gun formation. I mean, let's watch that again. I want to see if this is Bryce holding on to the ball too long. This is half speed anyways. So 1. I mean, nobody's really open. I mean, if we watch that again, where is he going to go with this ball? Where is he really going with this ball? Let's watch. Okay, the pocket's now closing. 58's right here because Icky. He's going to, he's trying to step in the pocket. Where's he going to go? Does he I guess he could go to Trimble on this. Maybe dump it off to Thielen here. Chark is trying to get open, and he's trying to make a move. Now we move forward by that time. But then again, this is kind of the same play that they ran with Mingo in the 4th quarter, which we'll break down. And Bland right here, which I'm pretty sure that's 6. Yeah, Bland's number 6, I think, right? Or is he 26? I can't remember what number he is. But he really doesn't. He only had 3 seconds to really throw that ball. That's 1 on the offensive line. I'm giving that one the offensive line. All right, let's watch this from this angle. 1, 2. He takes 2 steps. He's trying to find somebody. I mean, there's just not enough time on that play for him to make a play. This is also slow motion, so this is half speed. All right. Who's open? Because this is where you got to get rid of it. So who's open? Actually, I'm going to mark it down as the offensive line. And that last play was definitely not on Bryce Marcos. There's no, besides Tommy Tremble, I mean, he had 3 seconds to throw. He took 2 steps back. And by the time he took 2 steps back, 58 was about to hit him. I mean, at least he got the ball out. And it was an incomplete pass. He didn't take a sack. All right, so this is where the ball needs to be thrown. But where the hell is he going to go? Because he can't throw it here. With Tremble with number 1 on him. He can't get it to Mingo. Can't get it to Chark. Sanders is still moving. The only place it can go is maybe right here. When he makes the throw. I think it's a tad late, but he makes the throw on that one. Right now, I've got wide receivers 1. I've got offensive line 2 points deducted from them. That time he had time to throw. Guys, then make sure as you're coming in, make sure you pound that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. This is just a single back play action pass. We need to watch that one again. All right, let's watch this again. This is the play action pass. What up, Anthony? Let me see this. All right, who's open? Who's open? Bryce, this ball should already be out. This is on you, my friend. That ball should already be out, and it should already be going towards Mingo. He's already making the cross route. You're holding on to the ball too long right here. He's turned around. This guy up here is turned around. 28 is moving up and not with the wide receiver. So this play right here is on Bryce, because look at this. This running back, this corner is moving this way. He's moving up. Can I draw? I wish I could draw. Is there a way I can draw? I wish I could draw on this screen. I wish I could. Oh, I wish I could draw on this screen. I wish there was a way I could literally take a pen and draw on this screen. Okay, but anyways, all right. You can see my mouse though, right? Okay, good. So this corner right here is basically turned around to the route. Now, he could just take the check down here and go to Sullivan, sure. Thielen's still trying to work his way out because, I mean, maybe because he's not going to throw it over the middle. The linebacker's got that covered. You got 28 right here, right? Yeah, Marcos, I mean, Thielen does look like he's about to be open, but this corner's kind of with him. The linebacker right there is covering the middle. So if he tries to throw that over the middle, right? If he tries to throw this over the middle, it's going to get picked by the linebacker on this play. But so as you can see, but look at this. Here's Bryce. This ball should already be out going to that 30-yard line right there. To Mingo. This ball should already be thrown and into Mingo, right at Mingo. It should be, as soon as I hit play, this ball should have been already out of his hands. But no, he holds on to the ball too long, and then look what happens. Gilmore's there, and he's too late of a throw. If you throw that ball, like at the time I said, if he throws this ball, watch. Okay, play action. It's a bootleg out to the left. 1, 2, 3, out. I guarantee you that ball's in Mingo's hands. But no, it's an incomplete pass. So that's on Bryce. So far, I got wide receivers 1, O-line 2, Bryce 1. So we've got four. You got Sanders down here. You got Chenault here, Thielen here. That looks like Trimble and DJ Chark down here in a gun formation, 4 up, 2, 1 low. It's just a quick RPO play. Panthers may not be good, bro. No, match out of, they're just not. They're atrocious. What are we talking about here? May not be good. It's just a quick RPO play. There's nothing really to it. Yeah, it would just be a dump off, Marco. I mean, it's better than an incomplete, sure, but still on that play should have gone to, that last play should have been to Mingo. The ball should have been out as he's coming around on the bootleg. 3 steps, and it should have been out of his hands. Let's see. We got Thielen high. You got Mingo down low. You got Tommy Trimble down low. You got pre-snap motion by Sanders for the screen. You're looking. Pressure's coming. I mean, Micah Parsons. Again, fun fact about Micah Parsons in this game. Out of the 10 pressures that he got, that's how 2.5 seconds is how much time Bryce had to throw the ball. When out of the 8 out of the 10 pressures that Micah Parsons got. So watch this again. Because this is on the offensive line fault. Watch this. And guess who it was? Chandler Zavala, right there. Just let him walk through. So that's another one on the offensive line. Chandler Zavala. Watch Chandler Zavala right here. Right there. Watch this. Just lets him walk on through. Oh, welcome to... Oh, man. And we want to jump on Bryce's ass. Right now, I've got the score. I'm putting down the tallies on who makes mistakes. So, wide receivers, offensive line, Bryce. We always want to blame wide receivers for not creating separation. We always want to talk about the offensive line not protecting. And we also want to talk about the mistakes with Bryce, holding on to the ball too long, indecisiveness, not making the correct decision. Not throwing it to the right person. This person's open that he's missing, right? So right now, the offensive line is losing this one by 2 points. He does shoot better than Miles Sanders. Guys, as you're coming in, we were just watching the offensive line, the defensive line of the Cowboys just have a field day in this drive. That was just barbecue chicken. For Micah Parsons. So let's break down the defense. All right, we got gun. You got pre-snap motion. He's wanted a real wheel route. This is just a quick slant here. Good pressure. Frankie Luvu covering, but nobody's covering the wide receiver. Luvu was covering the tight end, but no one was covering the flats. Watch. Luvu's got the tight end covered, but no one's covering the flats here. because they're rushing 5 men. So the flats is open. Great pressure. And then Pollard makes a good move. Burns has to come across the field and make the tackle. Great pressure. I mean, you ran 5 in. All right, so we're definitely running zone here. We got pre-snap motion by Turpin. Turpin's going on the outside. Luvu comes across, misses that tackle. What a just Camus Gruger here just knocked him down. I mean, that was, or was that Bell? That was Bell. I think that was Bell. Was that Bell that knocked him down? Yeah, that was Vaughn. Vaughn trying to make the tackle, but he tripped him up. Basically. Make sure you pound that like button, guys. All right, so we got gun formation. You got 2 hides, 1 low. Burns is... That's good coverage. That's good coverage by Xavier Woods. Troy Hill making a play on the ball. Just no pressure, though, still. And I don't know what Burns was doing on this play. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it looks like. He was glitching. Damn, Xavier Woods was trying to make a hit on CD, too. Guys, make sure you pound that like button as you're coming in. So we got a single back set. Handoff to Pollard. That's just a missed tackle there. All right, same play here. Same play. We're just not getting enough pressure, and our linebackers are not filling the gaps on these run plays. Luvu filled the gap. He just missed the tackle. But most of the time when I'm watching this defense, when it comes to run plays, we are just not filling the gaps when it comes to our linebackers. So, outside, run. That's a great play by Luvu. Come across the field and make that play. Guys, make sure as you're coming in, make sure you pound that like button. Get in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts as we're going through this game film sesh. It's a wonderful game film. Burns is trying to make a play. And that's a good wrap up. Yeah. That's a good play by the defense. Troy Hill seeing the pressure, coming down to get Daddle. This is just good defense. That's a good defensive play there. All right, let's get on to the next play. I think this is 3rd down. So we got motion by Cooks at the top. Cooks is at the top. You got CD in the slot. And you got Gallup. Is that Gallup 18? No, that's Tolbert. I think that's Tolbert. And honestly, Dante Jackson got cooked on this play. I mean, he wasn't even close to him. He had to run 5 yards down to tackle him. So we got Ferguson down there. You got CD in the slot, Tolbert. You got Cooks. It's just an outside run. Dear Lord. Mad Chatter, I don't think we're good. No, I know, man. I don't think we're good either. I don't think we're good at all. But I'm going to break the game film down anyways. Jesus. This dude right here blocked Deion Jones and Dante Jackson to open up that run lane for Pollard. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That is just absolutely ridiculous. One man blocking two people. That's a wildcat play. It's a busted play. That's just a busted play. So we got pre-snap motion by the tight end. Dak steps back and just finds the tight end over the middle. Xavier Woods and Dante Jackson just... Let's see what happens here. Pre-snap. This is why pre-snap motion is so important. Because watch, they're going to start covering 87 on the flat. Deion Jones then has to come down to cover Pollard, and then it opens up that pass right to the tight end. It's just a good play design and a good play call. Because the way they pre-snap motioned him over there, match out Italians are terrible too. They are terrible, but again, I don't even know if this team can beat Will Levis at this point. All right, here we go. We got the offense now. Again, we're in gun. 2 low, 1 high. One of the two should cover that guy. I mean, you would think, right? It's a good play design, though. Titans are beating us down. Yeah, because watch. Derrick Henry will come back and look like old school Derrick Henry, just with our luck. Guys, make sure you pound the like button, share the live out. Love to get some more people in here. Get in the comment section. We've got 10 likes. This is catch 22, man. We should have 22 likes. All right, we got 2 low, 1 high. It's just another gun formation, inside zone run with Miles Sanders. And you know what's crazy? This is the best team we've played yet on our schedule. I'll be honest. I think this is the best team we've played yet. Maybe Miami. But Miles Sanders actually played very well. He ran, 10 rushes? He had 10 rushes or 11 rushes for 50-something yards. Chuba, 11 for 51 yards. I mean, why did we run away from the run so early? You know, and that's the thing. We were actually running the ball okay. You would think that would open up the pass. This might be the best run game we've had on paper if we look at it from a statistic standpoint, and we still couldn't pass the ball. And that's what the run game's supposed to do. It's supposed to open up the pass, but it didn't. All right, we got gun. Again, another inside zone run with Miles Sanders. Miles being patient, finds a little run lane, gets 4 yards. You would think that also how much we ran the ball would wear down this defensive line. But that just proves how good that defense is over there. Their replacements are even that proves how good coaching is. Matt Chatter, you might be right. He might be limited to the play because of the play calling. But again, well, we won't know. I mean, my God, Icky. All right, let's watch that again. I think he had some time to throw on this, but I want to see who's open. Okay, 1, 2. Who does he throw the ball to here? Please let me know. Because he can't throw it to Miles Sanders. He's not turned around. And Ike Ekwonu just got burned. Right down here. So where is he supposed to throw this ball? Because DJ Chark locked up. Thielen basically locked up. I can't tell if that's Chenault or Tommy Trimble. Locked up. Mingo locked up. Where is Bryce supposed to go with this ball? This is completely on the offensive line and wide receiver. This is not on Bryce. Let's be honest. Stop. Matt Chatter or Marcos Cash, that is not on Bryce. What do you expect him to do? How is this guy supposed to do anything? Well, he got the ball out. Luckily enough, but watch. Icky gets burned. Gets absolutely cooked. Luckily enough, he got the ball away. So that's not on Bryce. He got the ball away. That's on the wide receivers and the offensive line. We could also put it down for the play calling because nobody's getting open on that. All right. Shotgun. Oh, my God. Look at Micah Parsons, man. What is this kid supposed to do? When you got a guy coming at you every 2.5 seconds. I mean, watch this. Watch. What is this kid supposed to do, man? They're double teaming this guy. They've tried to shift off to him. And what do you expect this kid to do? He has no time to throw the ball even away. Another one on the offensive line. I mean, the offensive line. Let's go back. Again, I don't know what you're supposed to do. He threw it out of bounds, Marco. So how can you say that Bryce is wrong on that play? He threw it out of bounds. Both on Bryce and offensive line? Okay. How does that make sense when he threw it out of bounds? Because he had no choice. So far, I've got offensive line making 5 mistakes. I got the wide receivers with 2, and I got Bryce with 1. And then trust me, I'm sure there's more coming for Bryce. Because the last game, I had more on Bryce than anybody else. Or was it CJ could have thrown a tutty? Not on that last play, he couldn't have. He would have had nobody to throw the ball to, much less the time to do so. Jesus. That's good coverage. That's great coverage. Who is that? Camus? Y'all are crazy on that last play if you think CJ Stroud throws a touchdown on that play. You stupid as hell. Now y'all just trying to make me mad. I know it. Y'all be trolling in the damn chat. Yeah, I know y'all are watching the same game film I am. Ooh, Brown must batted that down. Okay, so Dak steps back. I mean, damn, he's got options. Dude, he had two guys up here wide open. Did you see that? Watch this. He had Cooks and CD open. Watch this play. Look at that. Watch, because look, he's shifting down, but okay, well, I mean, by the time they shift down, okay, never mind. But they were shifting down because they saw that Dak was going to throw down there. Honestly, I would have pump faked it and then throw it over our heads. We would have given enough time to get it over to them, maybe. I don't know. The pressure might have been there. CJ out here doing what? I mean, I don't disagree, but again, let's call a spade a spade. He's definitely in a better situation, ownership-wise, coaching-wise, from a development standpoint, play calling-wise. Let's just call a spade a spade. CJ Stroud's in a better situation. There's no doubt in my mind about that. And we know that because look at our owner and look what he's done. And it's been a 6 straight losing season since he's became an owner. He's 30-63 as an owner. This was already a shit show before Bryce got here. And we all know that. Fake handoff. I mean, that's just a great throw. And good play by Cooks getting open. Hands it off. Oh, my God. Luvu tackled the wrong fucking person. He tried to tackle. He tackled the guard. Or it might have been the center on this play that he tackled. Let's see what Luvu. Who does Luvu tackle here? Or was it not Luvu? Was it Troy Hill? Oh, Troy Hill. He tackled the center. That center's like, fuck. Let me see this. I think this is the holding penalty that was on Dallas. Yeah, this is the holding penalty. Right there on 46. The left tackle. Yep. That's the holding call right here. Watch 46 on 70 on the left tackle. It's a holding. Yep. Right at 77. Guys, make sure you pound that like button as you're coming in. Get in the comment section. Love to hear y'all's thoughts as we're going through this. Dear Lord. Oh. And this is where they get Dante Jackson. This is where they get Dante Jackson. All right, here we go. All right, let's get to the next play here. Come on. All right, so we got basically Wildcat here. They're running a Wildcat with Pollard. And why did Burns just shove him? Why didn't he just make the tackle? Why didn't he just make the tackle? He just shoves him. I think we need to send Scott Fitt on vacation. Yeah, I told yesterday in the stream that there's a great app out there, Matt Chatter. It's called Indeed or LinkedIn. Him and Frank Wright can go ahead and use that to update their resumes because they're gonna need to do so. And what I would do if I'm Scott Fitterer, I would try to go see if I could get into a nice like corporate company, Fortune 500 company. And then with, I don't disagree, guys. I don't disagree that Stroud should have been the pick. But we also have multiple issues than just our quarterback. I wonder if we would be 1-9 or 0-2 with Matt Corral. Marcos Cash, I think might be even worse if we had Matt Corral, because Matt Corral couldn't even make a play either. So, and there's too much issues with that kid. Let's go ahead and throw that out there. I mean, I get it. Everybody goes through anxiety, depression, but he's got a lot of mental issues that he's got to work out. Much less trying to play for a team that's won and where we are. Real Wyatt, he went to the Patriots and they didn't hear from him for like 5 days. This is where Xavier Woods gets called for 2 penalties. He gets a face mask and a horse collar. Watch this. The roster does stink. Watch this. Let's see if we can see it from here. Oh, dude. Boodle just got fucking cooked on that play. Look at that. Horse collar and face mask. Good Lord. Flags are flying in everywhere on that play. No picks. I know, Matt Chatter. We have nothing. So it's just a quick. What a play. Who was that? Deshaun Williams? Or was that Brown? Oh, look at big boy Brown. Was that Brown on that play or was that 99? So was that Shy Tuttle? I don't think that was Shy Tuttle. Was this Shy Tuttle here? Oh, no. Look at Derek Brown, man, making a play. Love it. Love it. I love Derek Brown so much. Him and Luvu are our best defensive players. I'm sorry, guys. Burns is just not consistent enough for me, and he doesn't. And no offense, man, I don't know if it's just because if the Evero style just doesn't fit him better, which it's supposed to, because that's his original position. But I mean, he's just not playing like Brian Burns that we've seen. I wonder if there's an injury issue behind closed doors. That's the number of draft pick you should have the talent to elevate the talent around you. That's all I'm saying. Marcos Cash, I don't give a fuck what you say. That is the worst statement you could ever say. You look at this roster from top to bottom, man. You don't have a number 1 wide receiver. Dak Prescott's got CeeDee Lamb. Trevor Lawrence has Christian Kirk, or if you want to say Calvin Ridley's his number 1. Like, what are we talking about here? This roster is atrocious, man. Marcos, the stats don't lie. Go look at the PFF grades of this offensive line. Go look at the PFF grades to these wide receivers. Look at the PFF grades to this trash ass. We're playing with practice squad players. The only people on this team. There's no Pro Bowlers. There's nobody that's making an all-pro or has anybody. Besides, and Wyatt's right. Should Bryce be better? I do agree. I think there should be. But how? CJ Stroud's offensive line is better than ours. He's got more talent. He's got Nico Collins. He has Tank Dell. You got a young, talented coach that knows what he's doing. He knows how to develop players. Tom Brady even said it the other day. Tom Brady even said it in this league right now that these coaches are not developing players like they used to. And Tom Brady's saying that. Tom Brady had an offensive line. He was good. You're out of your mind, Mad Chatter, if you like our wide receiver core better than the Texans. You're out of your mind. DJ Chark is a bum. He hasn't been anything ever since he tore his ACL. You got a 32-year-old Adam Thielen outdoing a rookie wide receiver that we picked in the second round, outdoing Terrace Marshall. All these guys are younger than him, and he's still cooking them. You have to make this make sense because none of you do. All you say is these other things, but yet we don't talk about how atrocious this offensive line is. We don't talk about how these wide receivers aren't getting open, but we want to put all the blame on Bryce. Like, stop putting all the blame on Bryce when you know for a fact that it's the owner. Like, why do we just want to blame Bryce, man? Like, why is that? Why do you just jump the gun and go right after Bryce? Because he's the number one overall pick? Because he's a rookie? Make it make sense. We're breaking this game film down right now, and I've seen 5 offensive line mistakes, and I've seen 2 wide receiver mistakes, and 1 by Bryce. And then Marcos Cash, you want to talk about, well, he didn't throw it out of bounds. He did throw it out of bounds, but Ike Ekwonu got cooked. So how is that Bryce's fault? Fuck, make it make sense. If you're going to chat in my chat and make it make sense, yes, Bryce has his issues. But let's also talk about the issues around him. Wide receivers not creating separation. Offensive line not giving him any protection. Maybe our owner is also meddling in the football operations. Is it an issue? Is that not an issue? Is our general manager not drafting in the scout team? Is that not an issue? Make it make sense and stop blaming Bryce. I'm sick and tired of it. All you fucking content creators and all you people on Twitter and all you other Carolina Panthers fans, stop blaming it all on Bryce. Get everybody else involved. Blame the owner, blame the GM, blame the coaches, blame Bryce for his mistakes, blame the wide receivers for not creating separation, blame the offensive line for not giving your quarterback the protection. Make it all make sense because it's just not on a rookie quarterback. Stop blaming all of them. And that's for every content creator, and that's for every Carolina Panther fan that watches my show or watches any other show out there and watches this team. Stop blaming everything on Bryce. Now let's get back to the game film sesh. I'm done. Fuck. Make it make sense. That's all I got to say, because none of y'all do make it make sense. You want to just jump on the rookie. If you want to blame anybody for picking Bryce, go blame the GM and the owner. Don't blame Bryce for coming here to a shit situation. It would help, James, if you had enough time. Do you think you have enough time to move out of the pocket in less than 2.5 seconds when you got Micah Parsons coming at you? Because eight out of the 10 pressures he had, he was inside that box by 2.5 seconds. You think you can move 5 yards through the pocket, 3 to 5 yards through the pocket beforehand? Marcos Cash, I get that. But we can't say that the play calling hasn't been atrocious. We can't sit here and say that Bryce is the only thing that's going to make this offense work. It's not just one player. Last time I checked, a football team makes a football team. So it's a team sport, not just one player. Matt Chatter, I know how many yards he had overall. But did you look at the PFF grades on the offensive line? Fuck, man. Like this, y'all still don't make sense. I get it. I get it. Listen, guys, I get it. I understand. I'm frustrated just as much as y'all are. I'm frustrated that we're not winning games. But the stats don't lie. This offensive line allowed 15 pressures, 11 quarterback hits, 7 sacks. And then again, 2.5 seconds out of 10, 8 out of those 10 pressures, 2.5 seconds, Micah Parsons was in the backfield. How is anybody supposed to get the ball off? No, it's definitely their offensive line was not worse than ours. Their offensive line is not worse than ours. There's no way. I've never seen an offense with the most lifeless, ineffective play calling. We saw it against the Bears, man. It was lifeless. There was no creativeness, and there still isn't because we're still running inside zone runs every single damn play. All right. Fine. You want to compare the two? Watch this. Watch this. This is funny. Y'all gonna make me go fucking nuts. When did the Bengals go to the Super Bowl? 2021? I would love to see that offensive line. I wish I could pull up their grades in 2021. Let me see. Cincinnati, PFF, offensive line grades 2021. Okay, here we go. If we want to really get technical about it, let's see. This is 2021, right? Don't use PFF. Why? What else are we going to use? Okay. Here we go. We'll get back to the game film session in a minute, you turds. So this was the final offensive line grading for the Cincinnati Bengals. Right here. Look at their left tackles, a 77.9, 77.2. Their center was ass. Their right guard was ass. You got a 67.3. This is 2021 now. See, 2021. Final offensive line rankings. Okay. And then in 2021, let's see where Carolina was. Wow. Dead fucking last. But almost. Okay. Right here. Now, obviously, we didn't have the guys that we had last year on this in here. Okay. But again, we were ranked 31 that year. Cincinnati was ranked 20th. And they moved them up 2 spots. So look at that. Okay, so now let's go back to let's look at ours. Let's look at ours right now. Let's look at ours. Oh yeah. That's left tackle's better, left guard's better. Our center's actually better. Right guard, about the same. Right tackle, about the same. So the only thing we had better than them was a center. Right tackle, right guard, the same. But left guard, left tackle, theirs was better. So, again, make it make sense. Because you got a guy who's got a 26.5. Let's make it make sense, guys. Again, let's make it make sense. So Cincinnati did not have a better offensive line than we do. Not even close. And the best 2 positions that protect the quarterback, the left side, his blind side, were both in the 70s. They had a 77.9 and a 72.3, which is actually above average. So if y'all want to talk about Cincinnati's offensive line when they went to a Super Bowl, and that's also Burrow's second year. Not his first. He didn't go to the Super Bowl his first year. We were 31 in 2021. 31 ranked offensive line. And now look at us. We're 32. Their left tackle, though, Marcos Cash, was a 77.9. Their left tackle in that season, if we're going to go look in the 2021 season for him, 21 season, he finished with a 77 overall. And pass blocking grade, he had a 68.8. That is Mr. Jonah Williams. Okay? Now, if we go back and look at his left guard, Quentin Spain. Okay? I don't even think he's playing anymore. He is a free agent. So he hasn't played since 2021. His overall grade was a 72.3. His run blocking grade was a 76.3. And his pass blocking grade was a 58.9. But he finished off with an overall of 72.3. So their offensive line was better than ours. It's better than ours now, especially on the left side. Our only difference is that Bradley Bozeman has a better overall grade than their center did. And then the right guard and right tackle are about the same. But the left side is way better than ours. But also Marcos Cash. Who was Burrow throwing to? 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 Who was Burrow t He had Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and Hayden Hurst. He had two guys who are technically Pro Bowl wide receivers, and you got a Tyler Boyd who's really a wide receiver number 2 playing wide receiver number 3. Again, make it make sense. Like, what are we talking about here? He had people getting open. He has dudes. Are we comparing Jamar Chase to DJ Chark? Are we comparing T. Higgins to Jonathan Mingo? Are we comparing Tyler Boyd to Adam Thielen? Are we comparing Hayden Hurst to Hayden Hurst? Tom Brady also had an offensive line, Marcos Cash. He was able to throw the ball. He was able to read defenses. He had time to throw. Make it make sense. Your argument is still not valid. What are we talking about here? Give the kid time to throw the ball. Give him some wide receivers that can get open. And I guarantee you he'll win football games. It's the same. That's how it works in the NFL. Joe Burrow is not going to win games if he doesn't have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins to throw the ball to. Lamar Jackson's got Odell Beckham, Rashad Bateman, and Zay Flowers, and Mark Andrews. Trevor Lawrence, Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley, Evan Ingram, Travis Etienne. All these players that are good, all these teams that are good, they have weapons around their quarterback and an offensive line. How is this kid supposed to throw when your left guard's is dead last in ranking for a left guard position? Look at our offensive line, dude. Besides Taylor Moton, who do we got? Because Ike Ekwonu is not doing any better. Golly. I'm sorry. You're not going to convince me that it's just Bryce, man. And for any of you out there watching, any of you content creators that are out there just blaming, and any of you people on Twitter or any of that, you're absolutely delusional and mad and pissed off, and you're letting that blind you. Okay? I get it. We're not good. But you can thank your GM for bringing in shitty-ass free agents and the scouting team for drafting bums. Because you passed up on guys like Micah Parsons. You passed up on guys like Justin Fields. You passed up on guys like Patrick Surtain. You passed up on guys like Tank Dell, Amon-Ra St. Brown. The list goes on talent. You got Terrace Marshall, second round bust. You got YGM, second round bust. You got Mingo. I don't know. I don't like Mingo because the way he played in this game. Because we're going to get to that play. We're going to get to that play. That play he did, that pick six that happened, didn't make any effort towards the ball. Tells me enough I need to know about Mingo. But all of you in the chat, yeah, Mad Chatter, yeah, Real Riot. I think that you sit Bryce the rest of the season. There's a drop. Who dropped that? Oh, Jonathan Mingo. Wide receiver. Check. Well, let's blame Bryce on that. Let's blame Bryce on that. fuck? Get the fuck out of here. You got to be kidding me. Right in his freaking chest plate. Boop. Y'all got me wild up now. Got me all the way turned up. Nothing but love, though, Marcus Cash. Nothing but love. Honestly, guys, I want to make y'all laugh. I like making y'all laugh. Bryce's probably is mid, honestly, Mad Chatter. But again, I mean, that throw was fine. It was right in the guy's chest plate. Mingo dropped it. Right now, though, again, to the mistakes score sheet, okay? We got Bryce 1. We've got the offensive line 5, and we've got the wide receivers 3. But again, it could also be play calling. And development, coaching development. Tom Brady, y'all need to go watch that video about Tom Brady on that interview saying he's like, the reason why the quarterback play is so sorry in the NFL now is because he says the coaching is so bad at developing players. Well, that's nice. Just takes the dump off, takes the clean play. If Thielen actually continues to block right there. But nothing wrong with that. Right to Chenault. Great. I mean, there was nothing wrong with this play. I mean, that's nothing wrong with that, right? All right, let's move on. What I'm looking for on this defense is on the run play. Are we filling our gaps? Because that's the biggest issue. What's the question? Do you think, is that Uncle, the real Wyatt? You got Uncle Howdy in there, bro? Is your picture? That's funny. Do you think we should trade Burns this year? I mean, we are losing absolutely nothing. I can't believe we don't have a first pick. Gave up way too much for Bryce. Missed DJ Moore too. Honestly, I don't think it matters real wide at this point. Kind of Mad Chatter just took it away from me. I think this team needs a full clean slate. I think you need to hire a new GM, and then you need David Tepper to stay out of it. Stay out of the football operations. And I think that the GM should be allowed to pick his next head coach. And the thing is the GM's going to pick his next head coach because those two will be on the same wavelength. Okay? Those two will be on the same wavelength. And I think they just need a clean house and start all over. And both of these guys need to tell David Tepper to go sit his ass down. Real White, yeah, I am a wrestling fan, man. I always have been. I kind of never stopped watching it, even when the Stone Cold. I was a big wrestling fan when the Stone Cold era was around. That's what I grew up watching, was the Attitude Era, when Stone Cold and The Rock. But I still watched it growing up. I didn't watch it as much, but I still watched it. And I watch it now. I do like guys now. I do like Seth Rollins and I did like Bray Wyatt. Unfortunately, that's an unfortunate event there. Sorry, Clay. I was playing 2K. Oh, well, thanks, man. I appreciate you picking 2K for me, bro. Gosh, it's messed up. Give up Burns and other D stars. Get Bryce Swipe and see what we got. Sean McDermott won't come if Tepper don't shut it. I know, I feel you. Do you want to hear how my 2K match went? I'm hoping it went well for you, but I don't know if that means it went well or if it went bad. You went through the ruthless aggression era. Okay, I got you. Yeah, my favorite WWE superstar though right now is LA Knight. I love that guy. That guy's hilarious, and he's killer on the mic. That guy can kill a mic sesh for sure. He can kill a promo. That's for damn sure. LA Knight's the man, dude. Look at Derek Brown, man. Derek Brown has been so good this year, man. We are not giving that guy enough respect. He's been so good. Him and Luvu, man. Him, Luvu, Woods, they have been the best defense ever. Marcos Cash, nothing but love, brother. By the way. I cold-heartedly believe in what I believe in. And I get it. You do too. But I'm also going to I just want it to make sense. That's all. And we got to make it make sense. But we all know that I think we all know, though, and cold-heartedly, I think cold-heartedly, all of us as Panthers fans know it's just not just Bryce. Yes, does Bryce have his issues and his problems and his mistakes? Absolutely. But it also can be a developmental standpoint. It's just like Tom Brady said in that interview, man, and he said it best. He goes, I'm watching these football teams and the development, he does not see it. You know? He just does. Tom Brady says right now that the NFL football is the worst he's seen it because he said from a coaching standpoint, these coaches are not developing players correctly. He literally said that. He goes, I've never seen the coaching that's going on in the NFL. He goes, it's atrocious. So. Real Riot, you would be a Roman Reigns fan. You would be a Roman Reigns fan. I don't mind Roman. I'm just ready for him to move on, get that title away from him. Burns doesn't even care about playing anymore this season, it seems like. Yeah, I mean, dude, I think if you could move on from him, great. Get a first-round pick for him. You might be able to get a first and a third for him, and that's about it. I'd rather keep him around and work and develop around him, but I just don't think so. I have Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jimmy Butler, Draymond, Giannis. Damn, Curry, you got a squad, bro. All right, hold on. We got to get back to this game film. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Y'all are here. Know your role and shut your mouth, Bunny. Yeah. Yeah. I love that. I love The Rock, man. He's kind of been one of my man crushes, I'm not going to lie. His big ball-headed, roided up ass. All right, here we go. So let's watch, because this is what we really want to watch is this offense because of how atrocious it is. This is just the inside zone run. Look at Chuba finding the holes. Guys creating the holes. That's great run blocking. Great run blocking. Great run blocking there. I'm gonna give the offensive line credit where it's due. Yeah, I hope so too, White. I'd like to see him finish it, and then I want LA Knight to get some burn on that title. I'd like to see LA Knight get some burn on that title. And I'm glad Randy Orton's coming back, Real Wyatt. I'm glad Randy Orton's coming back. Randy's been one of my favorites. All right, so we got single back set. We got pre-snap motion. We got 2 tight ends set down here. We got 1 high, 1 low wide receiver. So just another inside zone run. A great run blocking, man. And then, I think Chuba, if Chuba takes the outside there, I think he's gone. I think he's gone, man. Right? I mean, am I wrong? Y'all think he's gone on this play? Watch. You think Chuba's gone on this play? Because watch him. So he's inside. Look at the blocking here. This is great blocking. Now, look where Chark's got him. Do you think Chuba makes it on the outside? Carito, who you got on your bench? All right, so you got... This is the best run game I've seen, though, this season. So it's a handoff to Chuba. At least from a Miles Sanders standpoint. And this has been the best run blocking I've seen. I hate to say it, but it is. But why is this offense not opening up? If we're able to run the ball like we were, why did we run away from it? And why wasn't it opening up the pass? Is what I want to make understand. That's what I want to make it sense to me. Because I thought Miles Sanders and Chuba actually ran the ball well. So why did we run away from it? And why wasn't it helping open up the pass game? That's what I want to make sense to me. So we got another single back set here. I think this is the long drive, like the 17-play drive we had. Might be wrong. I know we had one drive where we had like 17 plays. Match out. I think Chuba's he's not great, but he's better than Miles Sanders. We gotta say that. Real Wyatt, I think it depends. I think the second round pick, it depends who's there. This is not a bad throw. That's a great throw. I mean, come on. Watch this throw. Watch this throw. Watch this throw. It's a great throw. Look at this throw right here. Boom. He gets the ball out quick, under pressure by Micah Parsons, and makes a great throw. We can't say that is not a bad throw. That's right. It's Steven Sullivan, too. I like this. I've liked this. When Steven Sullivan's gotten the ball, he's made some plays. Look at this. Look at Micah Parsons getting through there. Bryce gets pressure. He throws the ball, makes it right to Steven Sullivan. Honestly, Real Wyatt, I want this team to be built up from the trenches. I'd rather go center, guard, defensive lineman in the second, third round, fourth round. This is a great run by Miles Sanders. That's the best run I've seen him run all year. That's the best run I've seen from him all year. But I want to build within the trenches and then work my way out. That's how I want to rebuild this team. I want to build that defensive line up. Add another pass rusher to help out Burns. Grab I kind of want to go like center guard, first 2 picks. And then I want to go or center left tackle, first 2 picks. And then I want to go defensive line, edge rusher, maybe linebacker, corner. That's literally what I want to go. I want to build that depth and talent. Again, do I trust our front office? No. I don't trust Scott Fitterer to make the right call. This is just a busted play. That is just a busted outside run. So for me, if I'm going draft guys, I want to go within the trenches. I want to build that guard, left tackle position up, add some more depth and talent. Look at Ike Ekwonu getting burned here. Thank God Bryce has some mobility. But Bryce, you should still be able to make that throw to your boy. You know what? There's no reason why that shouldn't have gone to Sullivan in front of him. I'm gonna put a mistake on Bryce on that one. Even though the offensive line's gonna get one here because they allowed the pressure, because watch, Ike Ekwonu just gets cooked. Look at that. Absolutely just cooked. Why not still make the throw there, Bryce, to Steven Sullivan? You're on the run. You can still make that throw. So I'm giving Bryce the offensive line a strike on that one. The offensive line was so good last year was because they ran the ball more. And with this zone scheme, that's offensive line. That's another strike on them. That's offensive line for sure. But let me see if anybody's open in time for him to get rid of this. But to your question, Real Right, the reason why this offensive line was so good last year is because they had a 2-headed monster that worked. All right, where are you going? Hold on. Where are we going with this ball, Bryce? Where are we going with this ball here? Hold on, guys. I'll put it back to where you can see it, but I got to do it from this standpoint. Okay, next is where the pocket collapsed. This is where the ball needs to get out. Bryce missed. On this play, you could have dumped it off to Chuba Hubbard here, Bryce, but you're looking for Adam Thielen, okay? So here's the issue I have with this play. Yes, Ike Ekwonu, okay, is getting burned on this play. I know, Marcos. In this play, and Marcos is right in the chat, Ike pushes him towards Bryce, okay? But again, Bryce, you've got Chuba here. You dump this off to Chuba, you're on the 10, maybe to the 5-yard line. He gets a boost of speed, runs it out, could be even a touchdown. You got Adam Thielen here. This guy's 2 yards off the ball. He's on, what, the 16-yard line? The corner is on the 14. You got Chark right open right here. So that's on Bryce too. So I'm going to give one on Bryce. This is offensive line and Bryce's fault. Granted, the wide receivers, there's guys open on this play. But why not just dump it off, Bryce? Why on this play, really? He should just dump it off. He has to be feeling the pressure coming from this side here. Why not just go down to the check down and let Chuba take the wheel route up to here? God, this is what I'm talking about, man. I get it. That's what I'm saying, Marcos. Chart's open too. I said that. But watch Icky get freaking cooked. Watch Icky this is just barbecue chicken. Scoop. Absolutely cooked. Just absolutely cooked. Like, I don't think I need to say anymore. Icky is he's bad this year. He's just really bad. He's just so bad. Absolutely cooked. That's what you call. In the words of Shaquille O'Neal, that's barbecue chicken, Chuck. That's barbecue chicken, Chuck. I mean, Kurita, it might be better. It would get the ball out quick. I've been asking for them to do more quick game. I think quick game would be the way to go with Bryce. You know, because quick game, again, guys, depends on if you're under center, right? So let me explain to you what quick game is. This is something I've learned as I've been teaching myself to understand play calling. When you're under center, quick game, your eyes are up the whole time, okay? So you play with your eyes up, okay? Well, you always want to play with your eyes up when you're a quarterback. But you play with your eyes up, okay? Your eyes are under center. Your eyes, if your eyes are down, that's a killer, okay, from a quarterback standpoint. You throw with the laces in shotgun, and in shotgun you throw with no laces. If you're under center, you throw with the laces. It's weird because you get the ball out on time constantly when you have the ball not with the laces. I don't know. It's weird because you're about yard off under center. You kind of snap it to yourself. You have a massive drop under center. You got a one-step drop under gun. The depth is easier. You just grip it and rip it. And that's what you need to do with him, I think. You need to have the quarterback's footwork in these situations too. You need to feel that, like, you need to feel powerful. You need to be able to feel loaded in your stance, right? Does this make sense? So under center is 3-step drop, in gun it's 1-step drop, right? But you need to have that drop step. He needs to be able to have that drop step better, step in that drop, and three, and sit up. If you're under center, it's a 3-step drop. You sit in it, make the throw. 1-step drop is under gun, so you sit in gun. You're kind of like sinking down. You with that 3 sink footwork when you're under center. It's 1 sink footwork when you're in gun. You're just shuffling back. But it's just like with the quick game, though. I mean, a lot of it my understanding is that they need to run more of it with him. It's just easy completion. It's pass pro relief. Again, what is quick game though, guys? Mainly what quick game is quick footwork, QB footwork. If it's under center, it's a 3-step drop. If he's on gun, it's just a 1-step drop. Get rid of it. Pure quick game is not RPO. So this is to your question, Carito, because quick game is not RPO. Again, quick game is a 3-step drop under center. Quick game in gun is a 1-step drop. Quick game, it's easier to read. It's clean, easy completions. It's half-field reads, right? It's half-field reads. So why use quick game? Well, it's easy. Again, it's hitch routes. It's fade routes. It's slant routes. And for the offensive line, it's easier to block, right? And you get completions. It keeps your quarterback's eyes down the field and his head up. It keeps the players on the move, and you're moving towards the end zone. So if it's me, I'm running a lot more quick game. Look at Derek Brown, man. Every time I'm talking to y'all in the chat and not watching the game film, and I'm from the defensive standpoint, it's Derek Brown making a play, man. Real Wyatt, no, I do not live in Charlotte. I live in South Carolina. Carito, I think Frank's trying to use air raid offense, but the problem is you don't have the wide receivers or running backs or tight ends that run that offense. Well, they're also running a zone scheme blocking that does not work with our offensive linemen. It just doesn't. Our offensive line should not be running a zone scheme. And again, guys, that's another thing that we need to talk about is like, why, even though with this team, why are we not seeing any improvement in the play calling? Why are we not seeing any improvement on the offensive line? Why are we not seeing any improvement with the running backs and the wide receivers and Bryce? Why is there no improvement from the offensive standpoint? But yet, Evero was able to take these practice squad players and still make it work from a defensive position. How is he able to still develop these guys and still able to make things work? Granted, I get it. Things aren't the best from a defensive standpoint, but we have to say that our defense is way better than our offense and looks a lot better. They at least look competent enough to make plays. But again, also, why are we still seeing penalties from the offensive line? Why do we continue to see false starts and holdings? Non-disciplined football. Now we're seeing it, but now it's carrying over to the defense because now we're seeing it on plays like this. Like, look at Deshaun Williams doing that. What's the point of you doing that, Deshaun? Again, it's multiple issues, man. And I think it's a coaching thing. I think, listening to Tom Brady speak, saying that he's never seen the worst quarterback play in the NFL, the most injuries in the NFL, the most non-development coaching styles in the NFL now. I mean, we've got to make it make sense, man. It's got to be a coaching and talent standpoint for the Carolina Panthers. Frank Wright needs to go. Our GM and scout team need to go. It's time to clean house and have a fresh slate. All right, let's get into this offense. I'm tired of watching the defense. We know what we've watched this before. I think this is where this is where it's just a great play call. Look at this. Let's watch this touchdown real quick. So watch CD, but watch what happens. It's a what is Xavier Woods doing? Why didn't Xavier Woods? I mean, were they using the tight end to scheme a block like it was a check release and Xavier Woods thought he was going to come off the ball? Because Boodle had Cooks covered. So they must have thought it was going to be inside zone pass or inside pass, and they kept the guys on the inside pass. The coverage was an inside pass play. All right, let's look at this offense now. What is this? Are we at halftime? Jesus, we're only at halftime? Shit. Let's move this thing along. All right, here we go. Let's go watch this atrocious offense some more. Another single back set, outside run, which is a great run, by the way. I mean, we were running the ball well, man. Chuba looked good, but then here comes that holding call on Austin Corbett. I think this play was a holding call on Austin Corbett, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Or was that Icky? I don't know. I can't remember what play that was. All right, so we got Gunn. You've got Trimble, Thielen, Mingo high. You got, looks like Marshall down low. It's just a quick RPO to Mingo. looked like Icky was trying to make a play there. Make a ball. Or no, it was Moten trying to make a block. The reason Bill Belichick defense was so great was because Deontay Hightower, Devin McCourty were coaches on the field. Now that they're no longer there, the Pats defense shows those two who knew more than the coach. I just think that's why Brady is saying that. Why he said it in that interview, man. He said that he hasn't seen any good development, coaching development, and stuff like that. So I think it's a coaching issue in the NFL. So we got shotgun. Good God Almighty, what did you expect him to do? Can we watch that again? That is the offensive line. Strike number 8 for the offensive line. We're stuck with Bryce for probably at least 3 years. If this atrocious play continues to happen, you're stuck with this atrocious play for 3 years. If he continues to play like this, I would say 3 to 5 years at most. It just depends. Godly, man. All right. He takes the check down. But, dude, come on, Bryce. Yo. But real Wyatt, this guy, he'll probably be here for 3 years at most. That's what I try to tell people, man. I try to tell people to embrace him, try to build around him. Listen, if you build around the guy and it doesn't work out and he's still atrocious, then that's on Bryce, okay? But if not, then let's call a spade a spade. Okay, here we go. Good God. But, I mean, how is he supposed to get this ball out to anyone that's even open or has a chance to get open? I mean, I just want to see who's open on this play. Because if he had time to throw the ball, 1, 2, 3. Look at this. I mean, these guys haven't even finished their routes yet. This is what I'm talking about, guys. These guys haven't even finished their routes yet. And look, these guys have not finished their routes yet. Now, I think this is supposed to be a wide receiver screen play. But granted, he could even get the wide receiver screen play off. And even if he does make this throw right here to Chuba, where's Chuba going? This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, where's that ball go? Even if it's a screen play, though, guys. Even if it gets off to him, like Marcos, you're right, it's a screenplay. But even if he gets it to Chuba, where's Chuba going? Honestly, it's probably a good thing Bryce threw that away because that's a loss of yards. Great pre-snap motion. Got time. Okay. Yeah, but Bryce, we got to go to Chark on this play. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, this is what I'm talking about, man. How is this kid supposed to make a play? Bryce, I'm glad you got the check down at least. I'm glad you got the check down at least. But we got to go to Chark on this play, guys. We got to go. I'm going to make – listen. Do I give Bryce a strike because he didn't go to Chark on this play, even though he got the check down? Do I give him a strike on that? I don't know. Because you should have had this ball already right here. Because you get this to DJ Chark, he's going to block this guy right here. This guy's going to be coming at you. I mean, he took it to here, though. That could be a first down. That could have been a first down to DJ Chark, though. Yeah, I got to give it to Bryce. I got to give it to him. All right, Marcos, you're right. I'm being a little too lenient. Because that could be a first down. And then we're punting. So, yeah, I have to give that to Bryce. You're right. All right, I don't want to watch the defense anymore because I know this is where they're exhausted. And this is just where they start scoring points, man. Oh, well, this is where we made them punt. So that's okay. I want to get to the offensive standpoint. The defense is not the issue as much as it is the offense. So that's why I'd rather just break that down. I break down the defense in the first half, but the second half, I just want to get through and get to the offense. So what we got here? All right. Single back set. It's just an outside handoff. Miles, yeah, he makes the. It could have been a loss. That could have been a loss of downs. But he makes 4 yards out of it. I mean, this is the strongest running I've seen from Miles Sanders in this game. I mean, we have to admit to that, right? I mean, guys, this is the best game we've seen from Miles Sanders running the ball. I mean, do y'all agree? Do y'all agree, chat? Guys, if you're just coming in, make sure you pound that like button, share the live out. I would greatly appreciate it. Just make sure you pound that like button if you do anything, though. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new content, okay? Let me look at this shit. So he hands it off. Great run lane. Great. I mean, that's what we've been wanting to see from Miles Sanders is that downhill running style, and we finally got it in this game. He must have like a vendetta against the Cowboys or something. This is this is the best running I've seen from Miles Sanders all season in this game. Wow. I mean, he finds the run lane and he puts his head down and goes. That's what we've been wanting from him. I think that between him and I think the running back by committee approach is the best thing for this team, though, for sure. But we've got to lean more heavily on the run game, especially if Bryce is playing. If Bryce isn't playing, let the Red Rocket just go out there and sling it. I think, though, that from my standpoint, I want them to bench Bryce for the rest of the season and just let him sit. Bryce, you got time. I think this is a good throw. No, it's not. He overthrows that ball. Is there PI on this, though? Because Thielen was really pissed off on this play. Let me watch. Okay, there's Thielen. He's right there with him. He comes back. Yeah, that's a little PI. Because if Dante Jackson can grab like that, why aren't we getting a PI on that call? Watch Thielen get grabbed by 26 or 28. He does this little cutback move. There should have been PI on this play. Watch the cutback move if we're able to see it from this angle, which I hope we are. So look, grabs him right there. You saw it down there at the bottom of your screen. And that's just an overthrow by Bryce, but still that should be a PI. So I'm not really going to give one to Bryce on that play. That's a PI all the way, and that's not even fair that they didn't call it. Okay, Bryce, where are you going? Where are you going, Bryce? Okay, that's a good throw. That's a good throw. I think that ball was fumbled by Thielen, but it rolled out of bounds. We still got the first. We actually got the first down in like 2 extra yards. It's a good throw. He led him all the way. Thielen just fumbled it. So you got shotgun, another inside zone run, and look at Micah Parsons just eating that up. And then it's a false start on Chandler Zavala. The guy who's got a 26 grading at left guard. And we chose to keep him out there, put him out there. I mean, all these guys are developmental guys, man. All these guys are developmental players. Bryce is a developmental player. He's a project player. Chandler Zavala, Nash Jensen. I mean, I don't even know who to blame on this play. Let me watch this shit again. I mean, there's blocking. He steps up in the pocket. I mean, that's just an overthrow by Bryce, so I'm going to knock him on that. Going to knock Bryce on that. You got to make that throw, man. I am going to give him a knock on that. You got to make this throw. Your guys over there at the right side gave you time. I get 54 is coming, but you still... Well, or do I put that? That's just a good play on DeMarco? You think that's just a good play? I mean, that was in Mingo's tips of his fingers too, though. And he slid in bounds while that ball... Hold on. If Mingo makes that catch, that's a catch. Look. He's got 2 feet in. I think all right, hold on. I had 4 before I gave Bryce a knock on this one. All right, guys. So look at this. There was pressure. All right, let's watch this again. Watch it from this angle. So then I might be putting a mark on the wide receiver instead. Maybe a little bit too much, but not by much. All right, now watch. Okay, so there's the ball. Here's Mingo. 2 feet are in. The ball's in his hands. I gotta go Mingo on that play. I gotta go Mingo. I gotta knock Mingo for not having those wide receiver hands. I mean, that's 2 feet in, and he makes that catch right there in bounds. I gotta go Mingo. I gotta go Mingo on that, guys. Bryce might have let him a little bit outside, but not by much. Look at this special teams play right here, though. Look at the special teams play. Oh, wait, we're on offense now? Oh, it just takes us right to the offense. Wow, okay. All right, play action bootleg here. All right, so you can dump it off to Trimble here. But he makes a nice throw to Thielen. Okay. I like it. I love Thielen, man. He got that dog in him, dude. Thielen got that dog in him. Oh, wow. Look at. Ooh. Thielen got that dog in him. So another inside zone run. That's just. I mean, how is Ian Thomas supposed to stop Lawrence on this play, man? Damn. He's still getting shoved forward. All right, here we go. I can't give him a half a mark. It's either a full mark or nothing. I can't go 1.5 marks. See, I got tallies. I got Bryce with 4, I got offensive line with 8, and I've got the wide receivers with 4. So far there's been 3 drops, and I think one where they haven't got open. So for the wide receivers, I put not open, and then I put drops. I have 3 drops, and I got 1 not open. Well, you can give him a half a mark, Marcos. You make your own tally sheet. All right, got shotgun. Bryce stepping back. Who's smoking? Oh. We got, let me see this again. I need to see it from this angle because then I can see who's open on this play. So Mingo shifts to the inside. He's got pre-snap motion. Bland's covering him. He's just running a quick crossing pattern. Bryce throws this to the outside. I mean, that looked like that was in Tommy Trimble's hands. Mingo was there. I mean, it's a middle of the field throw. I can't see it from that angle. I wish I could see it better. That looked like it was in Tommy Trimble's hands. I'm gonna not. That's a drop. I'm gonna count that as a drop. That's wide receiver / tight ends. So we've got 5 total on wide receivers. That was a dude. I tell you what, man. Adam Thielen's got sticky fingers. That's for damn sure. I didn't know if I needed to join this or not. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second here. It's just another inside zone. Give me 1 second. Just want to make sure I don't need to attend that. Okay. All right, sorry. What is this? Another inside zone? All right, let's move on. Okay. So you got 3 high in gun. You got 1 low with the tight end. You got a wheel route coming down here with Sanders. That's a Bryce throw. Sorry, Bryce. It's on you, bro. It's a missed throw by you. So that's strike number 5. We got 4 drops, 1 not, and then 1 where guys are just not open for the tight ends, wide receivers. And we've got 8 on the offensive line, whether that's pressure, missing a block, causing a sack. I mean, pressures I really can't count because every play it seems like he's pressured. That's a great throw. That's a great throw by Bryce over the middle, finding Thielen under pressure, I might add. Because watch Micah Parsons here again. Watch Micah Parsons, number 11 right here. I mean, Austin Corbett's doing the best he can. Coming off an ACL injury. I can't believe some people, dude, guys. Was he wide open? Holy shit. Who is that? Marcos, thank you for pointing that out. I missed that. See, that's why I like doing this game film with you guys, because I'm not like locked in. Okay. That's Chark. That's Sullivan. That's Sanders. That's Thielen. That's got to be Mingo that's open on this play right here. This is busted coverage, man. How does he not catch that? Look, Mingo. Still, I mean, whether that's the right play or not, and maybe he didn't notice. Again, I don't know. He doesn't really have enough time to make that, so I'm not going to knock Bryce on it because watch Parsons here. Bam. I don't know why everyone, I feel like I'm being watched. No one's here besides me. Sometimes I have those moments too, Currito. But then I just go walk around my house, or I walk around where I'm at and in my house, and I look around, and then I do like my own investigation, and then I'm good. Sometimes you just got to face your fears. He never looked far right. I just don't think he had time, Marcos. Look, I mean, if we look at the play, watch Parsons, man. Watch Parsons, though. I mean, we've got to, I can't knock him when look. I mean, he sees the pressure coming. So he's just waiting for Thielen to get open. You know what I mean? I get that's the safer bet. That was the safer call. But if he had more time to throw, I think he sees Mingo. That, I mean, if we want to knock anybody on that play, Carito, just go walk around, man. Go walk around your house, bro. Bring a weapon with you if you have to. I've done it before. I walked around my house with my gun in my hand. Not kidding you. I think this is the Tommy Tremble touchdown. Maybe not this exact play. Okay. Panther X, that's funny. Just do this. Come get me, motherfucker. I love it. I love it. Guys, as you're coming in, we're almost done with this film sesh. Make sure you pound that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. As you come in, treat this like your home. Make yourself relax. Grab yourself a couple snacks as we break down this game film. Grab a drink. What does that mean? Look like an F and N type guy. What does that mean? Like a fuck it type of guy or a fuck no type of guy? Like I'm trying to understand what F and M means. Again, this is just an inside zone. It's just so much inside zone, man. Oh, F and N gun brand. I don't know why I had a brain fart. I don't have an F and N actually. Look at Tommy Tremble. I love it. Good for Tommy. Good for Tommy, man. Good for Tommy boy. Nothing but woods? Then you're fine, dude. You're fine, Carito. You're just paranoid. You're making yourself paranoid. F and N. Yeah, no, I don't have any F and N's. I got Smith & Wesson and a Glock. Most of my guns are Smith & Wesson, Glock, and Beretta. I got a Glock 40 and a Beretta 9mm. I got a Glock 40. And then I got a Smith & Wesson 44 Magnum lever action, a 30-06, a 308, an AR-10, and an AR-15. I got 2 shotguns. I got a 12-gauge pump, and I got a semi-auto. And then I got some small guns. They're just fun guns. But my dad left me an arsenal. I got like 16 guns in my safe. Oh, dude, I've got on top in that gun safe behind me. I don't know if y'all see it over there. And up in those cabinets up at the top there, I've got canisters of ammo. My dad left behind and gave it to me and my mom and my sister. My mom took some of the stuff to her house and my sister took some of it to her house. They only took what they wanted, which is fine by me. I just kept the rest. All right, let's get on to the offense again. Let's just continue to watch this atrocious offense, even though they ran the ball well. Because this is where they start pulling away, and offensively, they just dominate us because our defense can't get off the field and our offense can't stay on it. All right, hold on. All right, let's see what we're talking about here with this next offensive drive. So we got pre-snap motion by Mingo moving down into the slot. It's a play action pass. He's running just a quick crossing route. He's running an up and out here. He looks like Chark's just running straight up, and then he's running a crossing route high up the middle side. And look at Mingo. This is the pick 6, man. Look at that. Look what Mingo's doing. What does Mingo do after this? I mean, what? Watch this. Watch this again. Watch Mingo go. Does Mingo even attempt to go towards this throw? No, he doesn't. He puts his hands up and watches it happen. But that's Brown. That's also on Bryce. So I gotta give. I'm just gonna put it under not open, and then I'm gonna put, and that's 6. And that's 6 on Bryce. So I put a knock on both. I put on the knock because the effort by Mingo on this play, and I put a knock on this pick 6 on Mingo and Bryce. Bryce with the throw, Mingo's non-effort ass. Watch this. I mean, just doesn't even attempt to go after the ball. Golly. And this is where the game gets ugly, man. I mean, it just gets ugly. All right, we got shotgun formation. Ian Thomas there. Sanders out. Pressure coming. Gets the ball to Sanders. 14 just makes a play. Let's see if anybody else was open. So let's move back 10 seconds. So let's watch it again. Let's see if anybody's open on this play. Three steps. Now, before he gets, I mean, by the time he's getting this ball out, Mingo's finishing his route to cut back. Chark is finishing his route to cut back. And then he's just throwing the dump off to Sanders. Luckily enough on the play, it wasn't a loss of downs. All right, so let's move on. All right, so you got Ian up at the top. You got 3 wide down at the bottom. Sanders is blocking. Bryce makes a nice throw, and that's a drop by Thielen. So that's 7. That's 5 drops so far and 2 not opens by the tight end. So far out of the offensive plays, 6 plays are on Bryce. 7 plays are on the wide receivers. 8 plays are on the offensive line. And that's mistakes. And I'm tallying them up. All right, here we go. So Bryce steps back. Let's see who's open. All right, Bryce, you got time to throw. You've got DJ Chark here. You've got, I think this is Steven Sullivan right here. Thielen's not open. He's covered by Gilmore. You've got Mingo up here. He's covered by whoever the 2 is, and then the safety, which is probably Hooker. And then you've got, I think this is Chuba over there, or Sanders. But he makes a nice throw, a nice catch by Thielen. Okay, I shouldn't say that's a nice throw. It's a nice catch by Thielen. It's a overthrow by Bryce. I mean, he overthrew the route. It's just luckily enough Thielen made the play on it. I mean, watch. I mean, it's just luckily enough Thielen made that play, man. And, of course, this is kind of coming down to the wire of the game. So, of course, we're probably going to see some better plays. Pressure coming. Pressure coming. Is anybody open? Let's see, Bryce. Pressure's coming by number 1 here. No one's covering him. Yeah, I'm not going to knock him for it, but I guess I should. It's an overthrow, but the guy made the catch. I'll give him a mark. This play? I mean, what is he supposed to do? Nobody's open. Watch. Watch this play. Watch how this unfolds. I mean, what is he supposed to do, man? He's getting cooked up like a Thanksgiving turkey on this play because of number 1. Now, great that number 6, it got drawn up that way, but for Miles Sanders, but I mean, it's a split second, but it's not enough. I got to go with offensive. I mean, offensive line, I can't really mark anybody down for running backs because running backs, I really haven't. I'm not really looking at them as much as I am the tight ends, wide receivers, the offensive linemen. You know, making sure the wide receivers are getting open, how many drop balls, offensive line literally is just protection. I can't really knock the offensive line on this play because Sanders should make a better play at blocking. But then Micah Parsons coming through there. So I really don't know who to blame on this play. Really, it's just a busted play overall. So let's just move on to the next one. I'm not going to make any marks. But I did give Bryce a mark for that overthrow on Thielen. I mean, again, where's Bryce supposed to go? Let's watch this again because this play unfolded pretty quickly. These guys are still not within their routes yet. Still not out of their routes yet. Finally, Chark is creating separation here. And at that point, there's pressure about the pressure con. The pocket's about to collapse. So, Bryce, you got Chark over here, Mr. Processor. And then by that point, though, I mean, what is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do, man? Oh my God. I just don't know where he's supposed to go with this ball though either though. I see the lazy footwork too, Marcus Cash. It's supposed to be a one-step drop though. In gun, this is supposed to be a one-step drop. It's because when you're in gun, if they're running quick game, but they're not. They're running a spread style offense here, an air raid offense like I think it was who was saying that, Wyatt or Kairito in the chat was trying to run an air raid offense. I mean, I'm going to knock the offensive line. I'm going to also knock the wide receivers. But again, this could also be play calling for not getting open. But I'm putting a mark beside him. And I'm going to put for Bryce as well. That whole play right there was on Bryce, the offensive line, and the wide receivers. No one was open on that play. All right, Bryce. Now, here we go, Bryce. I get it. The first down marker's here, guys. So let's point that out on this play. First down, it's like third and it's third and long. All right. It's third and long. You got Sullivan here, or you just dump it off. Pressure coming. And Bryce, I know you're trying to make a play with your legs. That's just not the play to do that on. That's poor decision making on him. You just should have just dumped it off to Steven Sullivan. Whether he gets the first down or not, it's better than doing that and getting hit. So I'm blaming Bryce on that play. I'm also going to blame the offensive line. Not the wide receivers. I'm not blaming. I'm giving two on that offensive line with the protection. Of course, then the fumble. So then I've got to give that to also Bryce as well for the turnover. But this is an air raid offensive style play, like Carrito was mentioning before, and it doesn't work. All right. So again, Chandler Zavala, Ike Ekwonu getting cooked. Honestly, I wouldn't have mind Bryce right there running that little shovel pass over to Chuba. Might have worked out better. This is where it gets brutal. I think we stopped him on a there. Did we stop them on this play? Yeah, we did. So we got shotgun. Bryce just takes the check down with the pressure. I'd rather see him do that 10 out of 10 times with pressure coming than to sit there and either take the sack and fumble the ball or try to or overthrow the guy and throw a pick six, anything like that. I just would rather him do that. I'll give him the knock on that. I'll give him his knocks on where he's messed up. But again, these are mistakes that I am tallying up. Mistakes, issues, right? Wide receivers not getting open or drops is the tallying up for them. The tight ends, wide receivers, the offensive line. I'm getting them, their knocks, and I'm giving Bryce his. Okay, that's offensive line. That's strictly offensive line. Nobody else. That is Ike Ekwonu, 100%. Watch this shit. This is Icky. And Chandler. Okay, no, this was more Chandler. Okay, sorry. I thought it was Icky. My bad. I mean, that's that PFF 26 grade right there, man. All right. Bryce, shotgun. That's a terrible throw, Bryce. I think he was, that is just bad. That's just bad. Throws the ball behind him. And I don't think that also I got to put that on the wide receiver because Bryce really on that last play though, guys. Let's be honest with ourselves. Where does he go? What's happening here? No, this ain't it. This ain't it, bro. This ain't it. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. There we go. Back it up. I'm trying to see this play real quick. Okay, watch this again. Sullivan, Chark, Thielen. Okay. 33's got him. This guy's going to come down and get him. He's coming over towards Thielen. He's going over towards Thielen. He's coming down to Chark. Okay, 2 was going over towards Chark, I guess. 24 kept going up to help the safety. Thielen's go over here. The ball's thrown behind him. All right, never mind. I'll take that off. I'm going to take that mark off of Bryce. I guess that was the right play to just throw it in the dirt. It's just, it's like, I don't know if I blame him. Do I blame the wide receiver? Do I blame the play calling? It's like, who do I blame here? I really don't care about the defense because once Cooper Rush comes in, and that's ball game, folks. That was ball game, folks. Well, that's your NFL game breakdown. Mistakes was Bryce, whether that was overthrown balls, whether that was missed wide opportunities, missed open wide receivers, whether that's on him, especially if he had time to throw the ball. Some of them, there was 2 or 3 times that I put a mark on Bryce, the offense, and the wide receiver all in one play, or the tight end. No, I didn't miss the pick 6. I put it down there. I marked him down. I gave Bryce 10 mistakes. Whether that was the pick 6 or I got him down for 10 mistakes. Like I said, whether that's a turnover, whether that's, like I said, overthrow, missing somebody open. Again, the offensive line had 12 mistakes total. Whether that's a missed block, sack. I mean, the pressure, I can't count pressures, right? There probably was more that maybe I might have missed. I did get the pick 6. I did watch it, man. Again, that pick 6 was on Bryce, but Bland made the play, honestly. He watched that route pan out from the beginning, had Mingo covered, but Mingo also didn't go towards the ball. Again, Mingo didn't put any effort on that pick 6, so I had to knock him on that. Tight ends and wide receivers. I saw from the offense 3 plays where no one was open. So tight ends, wide receivers, there's 3 plays that no one got open, and there was 5 total drops that I accounted for. Now, some of the drops I did not count, that maybe there were some drops that was on Bryce because he overthrew it. Okay. So total for Bryce, again, mistakes wise, was 10. Offensive line was 12. And the tight end wide receivers was 8. So, and of course with the tight end and wide receiver positions, I'm going like not open or drops, not creating separation or the drops, that's been an issue. Offensive line, again, that was just based off quarterback hits, sacks. I mean, if anything, we want to, if offensive line really, if we're tallying it up, really, and with the pressures, I mean, if we're really tallying it up, we're tallying up 50. I mean, we're literally tallying up 15 pressures. If we want to really tell, like from the statistics standpoint, the 7 sacks and the 11 quarterback hits. I mean, really, from that standpoint of view, really, I probably, from the game film, probably should have tallied up more on the offensive line. Bryce, I think, did have like 1 or 2 that maybe I missed, and maybe he had like 12 mistakes total. Wide receivers, there were some drop passes, but again, part of that's on Bryce for overthrowing the ball or overthrowing the route. or not finding the man open. But the offensive line, again, guys, in this game, they allowed 15 pressures, 7 sacks, and 11 quarterback hits. But there has been multiple times when we were watching this game film, man, it's like, what is the kid supposed to do? I finally, Marcos Cash, who's in the chat all the time, we were going back and forth there. But it's like we're watching the game film. And it's like, dude, you're watching the same thing I'm watching. And look at what this offensive line's doing. They're not doing him any favors. Granted, we are still agreeing that Bryce has his issues. He's overthrowing the ball. He's overthrowing the route. He's missing guys open. And when I mean missing them, I'm not talking about overthrowing them. I'm talking about he's not seeing them open. He's not processing that this guy's getting open. He's holding on to the ball too long, and that's him missing guys open. Granted, this game, I did notice him to finally just throw down to the check down. But there were a couple of drops that were in the wide receiver's hands in this game. There was 5 drops that was right in the wide receiver hand. Tommy Tremble had one. Thielen had one. Mingo had 2. And I think Sullivan had one. But then there was 3 or 4 plays from the wide receivers, 3 to 4, maybe 5 plays that I tallied up, that the tight ends and wide receivers weren't open. So the separation issue is still coming upon us. But Marco Cash is saying it best, and he's saying it for me and for everybody. This offense is all around trash. It's doo-doo. It's duty. It's booty cheeks. It's ass. And that's coming from a coaching standpoint. The play calling is still atrocious. It's still ineffective. It's still lifeless. There's no creativeness to it. It's inside zone runs. There were finally some outside runs, but still, it's mainly running these guys up the middle. And the way they're running Chuba Hubbard and Miles Sanders really doesn't fit their style of play, right? If we had Derrick Henry or Gus Edwards or even Deontay Foreman, those kinds of guys is what you want in that backfield for this style of running. But you've got elusive backs trying to use them like power backs, and it doesn't work. You've got a zone scheme. You're running a zone scheme, okay? You're running a zone scheme that doesn't fit this offensive line. What up, Pop? Just broke down the game film, man. Bryce makes mistakes too, brother. I knocked him. Listen, man, I made a tally sheet. Okay, guys, I made a tally sheet on the offensive plays. And I broke down every person that messed up. And it was between Bryce, the offensive line, tight end, wide receivers. And the 2 things I was looking for were the tight ends and wide receivers, again, was not getting open or drops. Those are the 2 things I was looking for. You've been here the whole time, but now you're just commenting. You butthole. You butthole. You turd. You need to let me know you're in here next time, brother. Again, all around it's trash. The offensive line's atrocious. I mean, we looked at the grading, okay? If we go look at this grading from a PFF standpoint, man, it's just, how is Bryce doesn't have time to throw number 1. The play calling, again, is non-creative. It's atrocious. We got wide receivers dropping balls. We got tight ends and wide receivers dropping balls, not getting open. You got a Chandler Zavala, who's a rookie left guard. Just listening. Great breakdown. Thanks, man. Thanks, Pop. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. I heard y'all are going off on there the other day on the Black Cat Panther podcast, man. Guys, if you don't know who Pop is part of that Black Cat Panther podcast, guys. Make sure you go over there, support them. They are trying to get a billboard put together to, let David Tepper know it's enough is enough. So make sure you go support them in that billboard, okay? Because I'm definitely am. I definitely am. I'm supporting those guys 100%. I just don't want to get sued. That's all. That's it. Oh man. But anyways, if you look at this though, man, I mean, we were just we were talking about it with Marcus Cash too, man. It's like, people want to compare this offensive line to Cincinnati's offensive line in the Super Bowl. Well, granted, granted, the thing is, you go look at the offensive line that Cincinnati had and when they went to the Super Bowl, right? Their left tackle and left guard were both in the 70s, okay? So 70s is above average. It's above average grade from a PFF standpoint. They were both in the 70s. That's the blind side of the quarterback. So it gave Burrow that even though their right side was is basically the same as our right side is right now. I think Bozeman is slightly better than their center was, but not by much. So again, you also got to think about that if people want to continue to compare us to, for some reason, the Cincinnati Bengals 2021 season when they went to the Super Bowl. Why that is, I don't know why. But again, he also had Jamar Chase. He also had T. Higgins, and he also had Tyler Boyd throwing the ball. He also had Joe Mixon to pound the ball as well. And he had Hayden Hurst. And I think that was probably prime years of Hayden Hurst. So we got to stop comparing this team to other offensive lines. Okay? Especially the one that went to a Super Bowl. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay? But again, this is the best game I've seen from a running standpoint. Because, I mean, if we look at it from a statistical standpoint, though, guys, right? I mean, if I go to the premium stats, right, from our schedule. So if I go to this game, right? View game. Let's go to box score. Let's go to running the ball. Okay, so we got Chuba Hubbard. So Chuba Hubbard had 10 carries, 57 yards. I mean, he was averaging 5.7 yards per carry. And Miles Sanders, 11 carries, 50 yards, averaging 4.5. Why did we run away? We're second to none. Laugh out loud. I feel you, Pop. I feel you, Pop. So why did we run away? We've got two guys in the backfield averaging 5.7 yards per carry and 4.5 yards per carry. And this is the best game we've seen from Miles Sanders. Best game we've seen from Miles Sanders from a standpoint. Have we not? I you know what I mean? I just don't understand that part of things. I wish I knew more. And then the receiving, I mean, good God. Let's see how many times targeted. Mingo was targeted 6 times with 1 reception. How many drops did he have in this game is the question. Because I think, again, we got to see. I need to see, again, how many drops there were. Because I might have missed some. Again, granted, some of those drops were not all on Bryce. Okay. Some were overthrows. View premium stats. Okay. Let's look at this real quick. Our best players overall in this game. I mean, Taylor Moton stepped up in this game. He had a 72.6 pass blocking grade, 79.9 overall. He got an 81.3 run blocking. Chuba, 70. Steven Sullivan, 68. Adam Thielen, 68. Miles Sanders, 66.9. Tommy Tremble, 66.1. And then after that, it kind of falls off. And boy, does it fall off. Because look at Austin Corbett. Look at your starting right guard and starting left guard. Woo! Woo! Boy. Man, I tell you what. But Bryce Young, it's all his fault. It's all his fault. No, it's not. No, it's not. We have got to stop going after this kid and blaming on him. Again, he makes his mistakes. He holds on to the ball too long. His processing and decision-making that they talked about in the draft, we're not seeing it. Okay? He's indecisive. You can tell. Sometimes he has lazy footwork when he's back there. You can see that too. All right? He has his issues. But this play calling, again, is another issue. There's no creativeness. There's no efficiency. There's no effectiveness. It's lifeless. It's predictable. The run game has gotten better, but yet we still can't seem to open up the pass. There's no changing on the offensive play calling. There's no improving from the offensive line, the wide receivers, nor Bryce. The offensive line is regressing. The defense, the Bryce is regressing. These wide receivers are regressing. And that is from a coaching standpoint. If we want to blame anybody for this overall performance from all the talent that's even the talent that is on this team, you have to blame the coaching for the non-development coaching that is going on in Carolina. Tom Brady even said it in an interview yesterday that he has never seen a league where the coaching has been atrocious from a developmental standpoint. And this is proving it right here. James Campen, it's time for you to go because this offensive line has not improved. Granted, I get it. We have injury issues. You don't have your starting left guard. But again, Ike Ekwonu now has regressed. He's having one of the worst sophomore slumps I've ever seen. Bradley Bozeman has gone downhill. He's regressing. Austin Corbett, I get it. He is coming off an ACL injury. Okay? He's returning from that. Taylor Moton, at first was a little iffy, but now he seems to be improved. He's actually improved in his last couple starts. The run game has improved. But again, the play calling is lifeless and predictable. There's no creativeness. Wide receivers are still not getting open. There were at least 5 or 6 drops that I counted that were on the wide receivers for dropping the ball. Your rookie quarterback is getting pressured 15, 16 times a game, averaging probably around 5. I guarantee you this offensive line is averaging around 4 to 5 sacks a game. And they allowed 11 quarterback hits in this last game. I just don't understand how a rookie quarterback is supposed to develop when he has no protection. The play calling, again, is predictable, and there's no creativeness to it. You're just not letting him go out there and sling it, which is what you should do. You're controlling him. I think Frank Reich's controlling him, and it's hurting him more than it is. There's no developing him. It's more just babysitting him at this point. And it's all around just atrocious. Whether you like it or not, guys, you want to blame anybody for this? You blame the coaching staff. You blame the GM. You blame the owner. You blame it from the top up, and then you can work your way down to the players, because the players also have to have their own responsibilities as well. Okay? The owner meddling with the football operations, the GM not drafting the correct talent, not bringing the correct free agents in, making terrible trades, making terrible moves, bringing in terrible talent, all developmental talent. There's no veterans on this team besides Adam Thielen and then Corbett, Moton, and Bozeman. But after that, really, who's a veteran? Right? You got Burns, Derek Brown, Luvu from the defensive standpoint. Xavier Woods has even been good. So I would even say that he's been good. But after that, you really don't got anything. You ain't got much. So it's multiple issues, man. It's multiple issues. I'm not going to go into much more of a rant, though. But again, I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you pound that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new content. I really appreciate everyone coming and joining. This has been a 3-hour sesh, bro. 3-hour sesh. Of course, these film sessions are always 3 hours. You know what I mean? I should have been at the gym an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago. But I'm just going to go for, well, it's raining. I might wait till it stops raining and go for a run. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Feel free to join the Discord. All my links are down below. So if you want to join the Discord, follow me on all my social media, go to betus.com, do all that. Show your support that way. You can do so by going down and clicking in that link tree in the description of this live stream. So, again, I hope you all enjoyed the breakdown. If you're just joining, you can always replay this, by the way. So, as always, guys, appreciate everyone's love and support. And as always, guys, y'all know what to do. Keep pounding. Peace.